Alright, today is November 30th. I'm going to review a trade I took on PPSI and just the stocks CPIX. I didn't actually trade it. I looked at it. Maybe I'll trade it tomorrow. So originally I was planning to trade PPSI today as it had two big green days and a massive gap up today. It was more or less a short into resistance, or I guess we could call it a bounce short. It had a run of over 100%, 5 to it topped out at 13 in the pre-market. And I more or less broke even on it on the day, so I would say I traded it somewhat poorly, but I had major platform issues, and I just that scared me off of it because I basically couldn't use my platform for the first 30 to 40 minutes of official market hours. So what happened was in the early morning I saw it had maintained a lot of its gap, so I took some shares here, and I had some in my other broker. I think I had about 500 shares in total. 1,000 in total, 500 in each broker. And I was assuming the max it would go would be 1250, which was the all-time peak in pre-market on this day, or 1244. And it squeezed through there, and so I covered in case it decided to just rip people's faces off, which it did not. That gave me a pretty big loss of about 1,800, 800 in the other account, 1,000 in this one. Which kind of set me off a little bit. However, I got back in full position on this account. I couldn't get back in on the other because there was no more shares. And I held it down to I covered a bit here, a bit there, and a bit there, and that put me up about almost $1,000 in this account, and I'm still down $1,000 in the other account, so it's break even on the day. This platform just did not work at all. I wasn't able to log in. After market open, I wasn't able to access it through the free web browser. Wasn't even able to sign into my account. They had an update. Fortunately, I could still make executions on this platform, which I didn't update. On my other computer where I updated it, I wasn't able to do anything. So that really just set me off and really dismantled my focus. And I didn't really want to trade again after that. However, I was looking at stock CPIX, and basically it had a huge move to 550s pre-market, sold off all the way down to the high threes, made a huge bounce back to 350, and I set an alarm at 5 just to keep my eye on it in case it came back. But at that time, it was about late morning, and I think I'm not sure what I did, but I just didn't trade it. I left it alone, and that's okay because I just wasn't in the right mental state to trade. I was very frustrated with my platform. So coming in tomorrow, we'll watch this. The locates on this were insanely cheap, and the locates on PPSI were just way too expensive. Another reason I didn't want to trade it more. And we'll see what tomorrow brings. PPSI. Yeah, I'll see what the gap is in the morning. I could see myself trading it again if it holds a lot of this move. CPX, more or less same thing. I think I can give back a lot of the move. It's a massive move it's made. It's really maintained. It's held a lot of it. But I'm just going to see what the gap brings. It's not even market's not close. I'm just done for the month. So good month overall. Today was a scratch. Yesterday was a scratch. I'm quite confident that I will have more money in my losers than I wanted to, but we'll see when I review all my trades end of the week. And come back and just wait for some good setups for the rest of the week and try not to push any buttons until there's a reason.